Did you gather your party and venture forth?
I just wasn't sure if you had more to say. Got a cutscene coming up, so let's start the video there.
Hope the villagers of Lake Town will be okay.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a
I
Grey
don't have to
Warden
remember
is being able
that.
to
Yeah.
hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The archdemon. Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Like, I was having a lot of problems. It's been a while since we've done this because the game kept crashing. And
Yeah.
so I was telling you how I had to, like, lower all the details and stuff. And I'm
Mhm.
like, the game still looks very good. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's just a PC thing.
Yeah. Anyways, is there any other surprises we should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the blight alone thing, no.
I feel like we don't know about this dying young thing, so it's just kind of like,
You're up now,
pardon
right?
me?
Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Yeah, something they let you know after the joining.
So I figured every time I go to the camp, I'll talk to some people, but because it's a bit time consuming, I'm just going to limit it to 3 people. So let's start with the dog. Shade.
You can talk to as many people as you want if you cut it. Yeah. You do just the right cutting. How did
Nice.
he get over
I
there?
seen your dog. I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me. Look.
I mean,
Well,
I feel you shouldn't approach a dog who's eating,
yeah, like I feel
especially the most dangerous one alive.
my first dog, I feel like kind of like bit at people when you try to like mess with their food while they're eating or mess with them. So I've
Hmm.
just like always instinctively been like, that's a sacred time. You do not mess with a dog.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. But every dog that we've had is fine. Us giving a little pat, so it's encouraging among you.
Yeah. Like
Like,
Hurley will
and
just like
Hurley's good at
actively
it.
stop and be like, I'm sorry, I'll get out of your way if you're like even near him.
Yeah,
Well, he is a war dog. Just starts biting him more.
yeah.
Sometimes I forget
See,
that
told you he is.
that'll teach me.
It was a very uncreative scene by whoever did EA.
BioWare at this point. EA
BioWare.
owns him now, but yeah, it's no matter what I say on that last line, he'll say like, "Well, sometimes I do forget he is a war dog." I'm like, "Oh, okay. See how old
What do
Alistair's
you need?
doing. I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Is there one specific topic you'd like to ask? The only one I've practiced is 4, but we can mix it up now that we're live.
Are we going to Art Earl Demon next?
Yeah, I was planning Redcliffe first.
So let's do 4.
Yeah.
We'll pretend this is the
Dogs raised me. Giant
camp
slobbering dogs from the
we're at right
Andertons.
before we arrive.
Yeah. That must have been tough for the dogs.
Well, they were flying dogs, you see. Surprisingly strict parents, too. And devout Andrastians to boot.
So Amos believes this.
Yeah, that is what they say about Anders. He doesn't even know what like Andrastians mean. He just like, yes.
That, and that they make a great deal of cheese. Funny, but the dogs never mention cheese. As a matter of fact, if you said cheese around them, they'd start growling. Isn't that odd? Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on a cold, hard ground, isn't it?
I kind of don't like these 3 replies because it's like all of them are just basically like, all right, stop fucking around. Where I'm like, that's definitely not Amos's thoughts here. So I just I guess, dream of becoming a Grey Warden.
Point taken. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
You shouldn't call yourself a bastard.
Yeah, that's an insult.
Did you not hear my explanation?
Yeah. Who's your father, then?
I know who I was told was my father. He died even before my mother did, anyhow. It isn't important.
Sure, it's no one important.
Yeah. Or else he would just tell us now.
Problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Alistair, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Isle didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
How long do you think King Kalen, which is the king that died to that ogre earlier, how long do you think he was king before his death? Like the guy in the gold armor.
10 years.
Oh, really? Because I always thought it was kind of recent, like 2 or so years. And then, semi-spoiler, the king before him is, Alistair's father.
Yeah.
And I just, because he says, like, oh, he died before my mother. And I'm like, how recently are all these people dying at all? But if it's 10 years, I guess maybe that's a little more fair.
I'm sure the answer's on the internet somewhere.
Probably a specific year. Probably, or wasn't it inappropriate for the Jarl to raise an orphan?
Probably. It was just a kindness he did to a woman who had served him anyway. I didn't sleep on silk sheets in the keep or anything. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away.
So if you see this quest item of mine, please return it.
Stupid thing to do.
That will definitely boost my mood.
The Isle came by the monastery a few times.
And possibly my stats.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
One thing I kind of decided with this playthrough is I'm not going to give anyone any gifts. Like, I will, give Alistair's amulet and Morgan his grimoire just because they're quest related.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of just, I don't know, giving him some random thing to boost, I'm like, I don't really want people to just like me because I feel like it's a bit overpowered giving gifts.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
only if your love language is gift giving.
Yeah, but I just, I'm like, Job's going to make some dumb choices, and if people hate me for that, I want them to hate me and not just forgive me because I gave them, beer or something.
Yeah.
Are you sure he isn't your father?
Yes, I'm quite sure. At any rate, I don't look anything like him. You'll see for yourself. Not that it stopped the rumors any. All I know is that the Jarl is a good man and well loved by the people. He also was King Kalen's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
That's that. And let's talk to these little dwarves over here.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feather at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not.
How did you find us?
Willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yeah, I feel like, we are trying to be kind of covert because we are, enemies of the state right now as Grey Wardens. But, both just this random merchant, and to my left, I'm not going to talk to him, but there's also, a DLC guy who's just some random guy who tracked us down. It seems like no one has any problem actually finding where we sleep at night, completely defenseless.
Yeah, who's what DLC guy?
I've never done it before, so it's Soldier's Peak. He's
I've done all of them, but I probably don't remember him.
I can talk to him now if you want, even though I swore we would only do 3.
You can do the 4th.
Have you been following us?
Following you? I'm not even certain where you're going, my friend. And quite frankly, it's none of my business. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way.
Amos is still thinking of the word serendipity.
No,
Is that it?
without a doubt.
Is that a movie? Not quite sure what a movie is, sir.
Well, you're free to stay until I figure this out.
Yeah. Just, yeah, I'll say that.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions.
I don't remember him saying anything other than the word
Enchantment?
enchantment.
He says a bit of other little things in this game, but yeah, it's enchantment's basically it. Hello. Let's talk to Levy, I believe.
You're a hard man to find.
I kind of
The
remember.
name is Levy. Levy Dryden.
I think.
Duncan ever mentioned
Do you mind if I say
Levy
spoilers?
the coins, Levy the
No.
It's like a minor spoiler.
Go for it, man.
I just remember something to do with being a prisoner with him.
The-
Like he's a prisoner or a convict or something.
You'll see. Well, he all explains it here. Duncan never mentioned you.
He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
He seems like a little slighted that Duncan never mentioned him, but I'm like, I think that's pretty reasonable. I wouldn't just bring up some random person that has nothing to do with another friendship I have.
Yeah.
He never talked about the trader he knows. Little merchant. Levy the merchant. No. What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden commander of Ferelden back when the wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
It's a bit drastic, isn't it?
And then some. Not much is known about that time. After King Olin died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We
Never liked the word
paid
nary.
merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I like it quite a bit.
Sounds too fairy tale-ish.
Yeah, I think of, I don't even know what the children's book is called, but like The Night Before Christmas or whatever. Like, nary a soul was up
Yeah.
at night.
That is what the book's called.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know actually the line, but I feel like they have that word in there, and I always think of it.
I think of Shrek for some reason.
Fair enough. He also says in that part there, like, oh, it's a civil war, way worse than this one. I'm like, I feel like we're on like day 1 of the Civil War. How can you truly say what the end result will be of this?
Yeah.
Plus, you weren't even
Why
alive
even-
for the first one, so
Yeah, why even compare them?
yeah,
Both terrible events.
yeah. What favor did Duncan ask of you, or you
Most
ask
the
of
truth.
Duncan?
My family revere Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of this place.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak. but he never had the chance.
Why?
Yeah.
He's dead.
How will reclaiming the peak help the wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that
I feel like
would
it has
be
no
worth it
strategic
right there.
importance.
He also hoped to
Or else it
recover
wouldn't have been
lost
abandoned
warden
for like
history
a
and perhaps
500
few
years.
old relics.
Oh.
No one knows what's up there now.
He just wanted a cool base and all.
Yeah. Fancy little rundown castle. Let's go to
Feel
Shoulder.
every
What's that?
feel every RPG game thinks they need some kind of castle keep DLC.
Yeah.
Where do you walk off to?
And I guess he's waiting for us at Soldier's Camp from now on.
No.
He's like, all right, I'll waste there. I'm like, well, I'm not going today. Maybe in a few months I'll get around to it. But let's head on, and we'll save further conversations for another time.
Or
What's that?
actually, no, like go to the map, like it's like you are.
Yes. Yes.
I randomized
Yes.
my like I just did like a little roll to pick the party members. So that's what I'm gonna do for every kind of like segment we do. So I got these three. I mean, right now it's only between 4 people because I have the mod that will always have the dog in the party as well.
Like everyone looks like so like they have a cool pose, and they're just you kind of staring at us. How do you think you? It's what's the tree one?
This is another DLC. I don't know what this is.
like
Oh, the Brazilian
wait.
forest?
Wait, where are we on the map?
We were at Lothering. This is the party camp here. And I'm planning on
What's
going
bottom
to
left? Okay. Which one is? I don't have to do it now, but which one is
Shale.
Shales?
You go here to talk to the merchant, and then there'll be something here.
Yeah.
Honleaf. That's the one I was doing a bunch because I was like, oh, maybe I'll get it out of the way. But I'm like, I don't know. It just bugs me to think we went from Lothering past here to here, past here again, and then here. So I'm like, I'll go here, then there,
Yeah.
to get Shale next.
All right. Let's turn around and walk 300 wonders.
Yeah.
What do you think the scale is here?
I'm just seeing if there was like a little, but no. I would say like from Lothering to Flemeth's Hut is like 100 kilometers maybe. So it's like 200 kilometers to Denerim.
Mm.
I don't know if it's definitely to scale though, because I feel like the Orzammar, which is over in the Frostback Mountains, I think, it's just like in the middle of nowhere, where here it just kind of seems nearby.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Let's head to the Lothering. Or
Leaving Lothering.
Let's leave Lothering.
To Redcliffe. Have you ever abandoned Redcliffe?
Never.
I did it like just as practice. It's not worth it at all.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
One thing, like, it's fine here, but the dog sometimes does just appear in the wrong spot because he's not like supposed to really be here.
I like it. I like them there.
Yeah, here he just looks like he's always ready for a head rub.
Yeah, you can just intrusive like most dogs.
Yeah. What's on your mind?
I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Doesn't that make you heir to the throne?
Bill Atmos wouldn't pick that up.
I know, it's sometimes it's not like a great option.
You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me.
Politics are a big deal to the dwarves though, so maybe he
It never really meant
just been
anything
forced
to me.
and
I was
exposed to it.
inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule.
You can get the minimal.
Yeah.
You're related
Never
to
talked about it to
blood,
anyone.
therefore.
Everyone who knew
Yeah,
I
I'm
had
the
been
son of the
sick.
king and the brother of the king that just died. I mean,
Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Does Logain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered...
Why did you tell him? I don't think that was a good
Anyway,
idea.
That's
Yeah.
what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
You're the heir to the throne, then.
Let's hope not. I'm the son
That's
of
kind of why I like to do it, just because he asks twice. It's like,
It was made very clear to me
serious?
early on that there was no
Just
room for
explain
me
this.
raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard...
That's how I wish I was described as a
So
ruler.
there you have it.
Popular
Now
with
can
the
we move
people?
on? And I'll just
Yeah.
pretend you still think I'm some...
And an enemy of like the barons and the rich. But I guess that's a terrible place to be in
Yeah.
older time. Like you'd definitely get killed.
Yeah, you need the rich on your side. And what does that make me?
Some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Welcome to the club.
But yeah, like I feel like Alistair's been kind of saying like, "Oh, Al Eamon should be the next king because whatever, he's got like a claim to the throne." I'm like, he's Queen Enora's like father's brother, and Enora's just some commoner that married the king, so it's a lot weird.
Yeah. Shouldn't Arl Eamon's wife or queen be the first one to think of?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his wife died or whatever, but this hut I read, like, I don't know if you remember in the Shale DLC, there's like a kind of like a wizard's house that we go to like,
Yeah.
apparently that's what this hut was originally going to be, this house, but then they decided to move it to DLC, and so that's why it's just an inactive house. I was like, huh. Mildly
Money
interesting.
pinchers, eh?
Yeah. Disgusting.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I
I think
scarcely
this guy
believed
wants to be an elf so
Have you
bad.
come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Arl Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
I hate clothes.
No army to
What's that?
defend us. No
Where-
army and no king to send us help.
I just said I hate her clothes.
So many are dead. And those left are
Sorry, man.
terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Bon Tegan.
Tegan, Al Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
If you do abandon the village, literally everyone dies except Bantegan.
If you do what?
Like, because, there's like the fight, they come to attack at night.
Yeah.
If you do leave, every single villager will die. They'll just be gone. There's no corpses or anything. Except Bantegan will just still be here.
That'd be a perfect time to get Shale.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I have this massive golem who will help us with this fight.
We won't last the night, sir. Nothing to worry about.
It's
And he sees have to walk through the town twice.
Yeah.
Obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Baron of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud.
I feel like Bantegan kind of dismissed Thomas, the guy that brought us here, but Thomas is still just standing here like,
Alive.
Yeah.
let's all just the six of us have a chat.
Still alive, yes.
This wants to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Ken Logain has anything to
Just
say.
wants to be seen with important
Indeed.
people.
Logain
Yeah.
would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Your nephew.
I refer to Kaelin, of course. Our sister was Queen Rowan,
King Merrick's wife and Kaelin's mother. Make her rest her soul. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started.
I've been screaming and
That song just
screaming.
made me laugh every time I go through this. It's just like, hello?
We drove them back, but many perished.
Hey!
He's not even like that close to the castle where.
Down on the hill.
Yeah.
Why are you telling me this?
Because each night they return, their ranks bolstered with our recently dead, and we are desperate for help.
It seems there is no end to the demands upon your time. Let us seek your allies elsewhere.
With Kaelin dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one
There
responds.
was no one listen to what Morgan just said there.
I know, it's kind of an annoying party because both Morgan and Sten just have no interest in doing this. Like, are you serious? We're going to spend one night helping people? This isn't worth it.
Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain
But
without
they'll have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course we'll help.
There are no darkspawn here, and nothing.
It's just his little head.
I know, I like the height disparity with our group.
What would you say Amis's moral compass is?
Very erratic. Like, I would say good, but a lot of times he doesn't really understand what good is and just gets easily persuaded to do not good things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say just kind of like neutral good. I don't know.
Yeah. Would rather do something good than bad.
Yeah, but I feel like his backstory is, he's kind of raised on the streets and did crimes, so sometimes he has just trouble understanding what good is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay to just murder people. We need the money.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Answer my question, dwarf.
What would you have us do instead?
Leave? And what about our plan to get Arlemon's help?
The plan was never to come and defend this village.
I'll just say I'm not abandoning. Like,
Here's what 3 would do, because I feel that he might actually leave.
we'll do it then.
You'd save this village while countless others fall to the darkspawn. So be it.
I'm out of here.
Pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me.
I think Stan will be like -5 or so normally, so if it's worse than that, then 3 was a bad option.
Yes, my lord. Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
He says leave if you don't like it. I feel he wasn't trying to be mean to him. He's just like generally thought that was like the best option for him, for his point of view.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable with this.
Yeah.
Tell me more about yourself.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
These are the
What's your favorite color?
yeah, these are like the reasons I like having coercion, because it's like, this is hardly a persuasion, but he's like, oh, okay, you're right. I should. Are you a skilled warrior?
Now I want you to ask him just completely irrelevant questions after he's like, oh, you're right. Let's talk.
Yeah. What will you do if Arleman is dead?
I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl, and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that.
Maybe we should stay on topic.
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
It's a very little playful line, I feel. Let's just move on.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Ooh, -10. Oh well.
At least Alistair liked it.
Yeah, I feel like I struggle with like Morgan. I haven't had much trouble getting her to like me, but Alistair's been kind of low, and I feel like Alistair's supposed to be the easy one.
Well, maybe Sten will do better if he dislikes you. Just stronger and more angrier.
Yeah.
return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter.
I always hate the children's voices in this game.
Yeah, the boys are so annoying.
And a stranger amongst
Yeah,
us,
like
yet
so
you
British.
defend a home
Yeah.
that is not your own.
Oliver
We are
Twist
grateful
this.
for that.
May I have another? Or may I have some more?
Mhm.
I have my own reasons to be here.
Which doesn't include protecting innocence. Regardless, I
Actually, same with that.
brought you to us.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered.
Given my
and
life
Like
to
you were
protect.
open to the idea.
Chantry, which for the
It's just
moment
not specifically
is
for
a
religious
refuge for
reasons,
these poor
like she likes to
villagers.
make it.
Yeah.
They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not.
I knew God had sent you to us.
Yeah. I should go.
May the Maker watch over you, child.
Well, I guess I can do that.
I'm scared, Mother.
Click on a
What
bookshelf.
are the bad men coming?
Carry on.
Soon, darling.
Yeah, I love collecting all that
We'll be alright.
easy XP.
Yeah.
That she's using that as a pillow. You just kind of
I
like.
know. I
wrap
think
it
that's
in
funny too. Just pop open a page and read a passage here.
Yeah. They just like
Oh wait.
grab her hair, lift her head up, place it under her, and like drop her head down.
Yeah. So we found those couple of dead guys with Davith and Jory earlier. This is just finishing off a quest by talking to her.
But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jeddah?
I am. You've heard of me?
You're a fantastic card. Your husband and son are both dead.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
You are a good man.
And then she'll also still be shocked, but I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh, no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
So they really are dead. You just didn't take my word for it.
Yeah, I thought you were joking at first. Why would I joke about that?
Maker's blessings upon you.
Who knows, you dwarves.
Oh, this person has a sword or something to give or to receive.
You may be right.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Who are you?
My name's Caitlin, my lord. Pardon my manners, but you're a dwarf, aren't you? I mean, that is what you are, right?
Yes, I am.
You're very handsome. I never would have... I mean, I didn't expect... Never mind. Are you going to help us? Everyone says we're going to die tonight.
She's attracted to me, Nathan.
Crazy. I can't imagine Amos seeing himself as attractive.
Yeah. Seems I don't have much of a choice.
I can't even sleep.
But like our
And I see my mother.
default Amos, not like non-dwarf form. I think he's like very good looking to women.
Like the big black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's got some like extremely like hyper masculine traits.
Yeah, like tall, strong, deep voice.
I always give him like a big jaw too, and just a calm, massive man.
Yeah. Can even say there's some women who would prefer him to Damien.
Indeed, there's something like Damien's. That's the only man he's jealous of. That damn jaw, beautiful.
Rubs his chin.
Yeah. Just always looking up like plastic surgery to get like Botox injections. I don't know. So you're worried about your mother?
I'm not worried about her. She's dead. I wish it wasn't so, but it is. It's my brother Bevan. He ran off, maybe tried to leave the village. I'm so scared those things got him.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square.
No,
He
I
wasn't there.
gave up immediately.
I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods.
Did you try calling his name correctly?
He has no
Perhaps you and Ben Tegan should start shouting. Maybe that'll work. Why would he run?
Maybe you get
What's that?
every villager in the village to just scream at the castle
Yeah.
at the same time.
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't.
Why did we bring her?
Oh, that would be awful.
I need to go.
I understand, I do. I'm just so afraid for him.
Can you keep it down, please?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. One thing I was a little unhappy. Oh, wait, they all speak here.
Fresh air. It's difficult to breathe within with all that self-righteousness crowding the air.
What is that smell? Fish? And something else? Oh, more.
That's what it looks like. He has like the Skyrim helmet.
All their wisdom.
Yeah.
Behavior makes much more sense to me now.
I kind of regret. Like, the helmets are just so ugly in this game, but.
I don't mind his helmet.
Yeah, Alistair's is okay, but like Morgan and Sten just look silly to me. Murdoch, though, is one of the people that got modded, and I feel like he had such a distinctive, ugly mustache before, and I'm like, why'd they make him like normal?
Hey, he's just like our DLC guy who ran off
Yeah.
to the keep.
Levy Dryden. Old Levy of the coin. Let's see. I heard they all died with the king. I could be a ghost. You never know.
Huh. If it takes a ghost or two to kill a horde of evil monsters, I'll take it. But you look plenty alive to me.
They have an oath to fulfill.
Anyone who wants to help, though, don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
All 5 of us do.
Well, at least you, one of us do, and I'm kind of neutral, and the dog doesn't have an opinion on anything.
I'm sure the dog would enjoy the fight, the battle, though.
Yeah. Just being a good boy is all he thinks. You can call me Jop.
Fair enough. What can I do for you?
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does he refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate it. If he doesn't help, he'll die like the rest of us. What good will that do anyone then?
Something that disappointed me with like when I just abandoned them all. I did do all the side quests. Like I got him, and then there's like a dwarf hiding, and then the elf in the bar, and I just did everything right. But it makes zero difference. They all just die regardless if you're not there to do everything.
Emmons just got sidetracked while he's here and left.
Yeah. He's like, well, looks like we're all done here. Let's get out of here. And the entire party's just like, are you sure?
Morgan and
yeah,
Sten
Morgan and Sten are like,
remind you.
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk to Owen in a minute. We'll take care of this little corner of town before we carry on.
Yeah, I don't remember this corner being any use. I feel like the sword or the missing child or something was over. No.
Yeah, both are correct.
Okay. Maybe it's in this wooden case that's glowing. No,
that's the health poultice.
I am been led to understand that the Canary have their own mages as well. Is this so?
You would not understand.
Not understand? Is it mental capacity that you believe I lack? Or are you worried I will sympathize with my so-called brethren?
Take your pick.
Is that supposed to make me angry?
It means I find myself wishing that your people held proper, civilized...
You close out that party camp.
That is a rather
Got it.
hostile thing to say.
And yet you continue speaking. Astonishing.
I feel like this.
The only thing is,
I was just gonna say, I feel like this is like the worst party. Like no one wants to get together.
no one wants to get along, communicate.
3
I
warriors.
think that's kind of how that makes for a good plot though. Like them slowly like help, like they save each other one time.
Yeah, I'm a little curious because, like, I have the mod so they speak more. So I'm like, I will probably hear some voice lines that I've never heard before, and I assume they just continue to get along better and better. Just like to start, they all just miserable to see each other.
Who do you think's smarter, Sten or Morgan?
I think Sten is more like informed on the world, like he knows more stuff. But I think
yeah, definitely
Morgan is like just a more creative and logical mind. Not logic, but
book smart.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
No, she.
Because I feel like
I'd
she
say
doesn't know
she's a-
much, just because she's lived such a like cloistered life, whereas Sten is like studies 12 hours a day.
Yeah, just convolute her away. Probably read a lot.
Yeah.
As a study magic.
There's lamp oil in these herbs. It's funny because, like, you know, you can use this for the fight. And
Yeah.
Jop was like, what about the oil in those barrels? And the guy you talked to about it is like, you think that would work? And you can just be like, probably not.
For the lamps, I think they would light them, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What's in that chest in the corner?
It's locked, so we'll have to visit after everything with Leliana.
Okay.
So, just stay calm.
Could be valuable things if you're a rogue.
So far, they've all been useless, but eventually they'll get useful. Hello?
I like Morgan's little shrug.
Yeah.
Are you gonna lockpick or break the lock?
Try lockpicking. I just feel like he doesn't understand how to lockpick at all, so he just like grabbed the whole lock and like shimmied it with his hand.
Yeah.
Don't know. No reason
Very
for us
good.
to just be so desperate to get in this door.
Yeah.
I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Brother.
Yeah. I apologize. I didn't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you.
Ah.
Now get out.
Pay for the damages to the door and
Yeah. What are you doing in here?
Surviving.
No.
We have supplies to last for quite some time. And my boys and I can swing a weapon better than any of those fools out there.
You should be out there helping defend the village.
Why? When did this town ever rush to my rescue?
And I just feel like I'd be like, very well. So I'll just say, okay, I'll leave.
Good. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Because there is nothing else to get from him. Like, you can get him to help you with the fight, but I don't really care about that because we'll handle that battle fine on our own, and Amos isn't one to try to force anything.
I'm glad we resolved that in a nice amicable solution.
Can you fix my door as well? Goodbye, friend. Where's that house with the boy? It's definitely earlier. This looks like a door I haven't... Actually, this might be where the oil is. Nope.
I told you I'm not helping the fight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello? Is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home.
A small human. I say burn it out.
It's a talking cabinet.
What are you doing?
I just feel like Amos would do that because Sten suggested it. Okay.
Yeah.
Please, don't hurt me.
Set the whole
I'll go
house
back
on
to the
fire.
chantry if you want.
It's all like on a
I
dock
didn't mean
too.
any harm.
Yeah.
What are you doing in there?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Tell me. I don't like secrets.
I
hate them.
Just the
I'll tell
scariest
you.
he's ever been.
Father said that
Amos,
I had
it's
sword
just
when
a
I
boy.
grew up. It was grandfather's, and grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took mother.
So why'd you lock yourself in there?
Yeah.
You just like reached in. You definitely didn't have to close it behind you.
You know. Where's the sword now?
In the chest, in mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Don't worry about it.
But
It's actually not even that good of a sword anyways.
I know, it's not good at all.
Alistair's sword is better, and I got that right away. And then I don't like I want to kind of use Jop as a mace wielder, and then those are the only two guys that need sword or like one-handed weapons. So I think there's maybe some lore to read up here, but otherwise we'll be in and out of this
Hey.
house.
Wondering why you have 4 warriors in your party?
Yeah. It's just like I said, I just used some randomizers so I wouldn't have like biases when picking the party, and that's what they gave me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go up to like this first fight, and that's where we'll stop after the fight. So like once we go into the castle, it'll be a different party. Unless I get the exact same randomized group.
Yeah. How many characters are there in total right now?
Well, in total right now there's just 6. Like we're just missing Leliana. Well, 6 if you include myself. But then there's Wynn, Shale, Zevran, and that might.
So just Liliana is on the party?
Yeah.
So we'll most likely see at least 2 of them again.
Yeah. And I mean the dog will always be
Guaranteed.
with us anyways, so.
It's just whoever makes it to the wagon first before we take off.
Yeah.
Curse you! Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my
Liliana just
stores.
slept in a bit,
There's
and we just
nothing
all
left.
left without saying anything.
Yeah.
Let everyone go. Who are you?
No. Yeah. Only 5 of us can go. Why not 6?
Sten is like 300 pounds. Why can't I just be added on? Let's go, Sten. I need to talk about repairs for the militia.
That's so. Well, if Bernard wants more weapons, you can give him the same answer I did. He can make them himself.
Alright. I'll go.
Good. And don't come back.
That's all it takes to beat Job. Because you don't actually need to do it, I don't think. Like, I know you...
Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn?
I asked him, he said no, and I left.
Yeah. You'll have to make do without his help.
What? Why? He didn't go and get himself.
Why is he surprised a stranger couldn't convince him?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Well, you'll have to beat some sense into that crotchety fool, or we need replacements from somewhere. If you can get through his door, you've done better than I have. Go try again.
I think it unlocks a quest to find his child when you get to the castle.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
Yeah. I guess he's not willing to accept that, but we'll come back a little later once we talk to some other people.
The bar, there's a quest in the bar.
There's a couple quests in the bar.
Yeah.
But first, some very oddly placed items.
Yeah, I don't even remember really walking back here.
Yeah, it's just a crate and a chest. And I can't even interact with the chest, so... Back down
It
we
was
go.
locked?
Yeah, it's locked. All chests are locked. Which I've quickly come to realize and been disappointed whenever I see that. Anyways, the bar's up here. In we go.
Okay. You certainly earned your beer after making it up that steep slope.
I feel like, yeah, that's a horrible hill for like a bar. Like everyone just stumbles out drunk and like dies because they can't make it down the hill.
Yeah.
Not looking for company.
Strange seeing an elf here.
Elves aren't allowed to travel?
Is that what you're doing?
I'm not here to talk. Just leave me to drink, all right? I just want to be left alone.
Very well.
Another doom soul.
As long as you're not staring at the attractive bartender.
Yeah.
He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about the elf in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
Shouldn't you be at the chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes.
You decided? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Good to hear. I didn't know that.
How's business been?
Why would you know? This is the first time meeting.
Yeah.
Soldiers, the only customers we have are local, and they're all in the militia.
Only been
with
here
no
for
money to
an
spend.
hour or so.
The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig, and if I didn't need this job so badly,
Why don't you leave?
and go where? With no money and no
I
prospect.
think you can romance her, actually.
Yeah, if I
remember
picked the first option there, I could.
Which I feel is like such a creepy thing to say. Like, pretty girl like you.
Yeah, the other, the one that you find the brother in the closet, like you can do that with the
Yeah.
sister too. It's like, I'll do it for a kiss. I'm like,
I feel both are weird things to say.
yeah. Also, you could leave if you had some help.
Like, especially from like a dwarf. No offense.
Sounds a little,
What would I have to do in return?
I don't know, racist maybe. Forget I said anything.
I take a kiss and a smile. Ugh.
Very well. Well, thank you anyhow.
And then a blowjob. Whoa.
Keep safe.
It's funny because she like immediately dropped to her knees after I said that. I was like, oh.
I'll
I'll save Berwick for
just
last.
joking. There's so many chessboards in here.
Yeah. Lloyd's a big fan. This
Strange
guy.
in the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
If I wasn't here to drink, I definitely would just get one after hearing him say that.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I was thinking too. But I'm like, I don't know. Don't like the menu popping up. So,
Name's
who are you?
We don't get many dwarves out here.
Yeah. Menu pops up and the conversation immediately ends.
Yeah, and then just walks away. I am a Grey Warden.
Ah, well, learn something new every day. Something else I can get for you?
He lives on the profession. Learn something every day, I guess.
This day is definitely like a milestone. Learn that this guy does this. Yeah, I should go.
Right then.
He's another guy you can recruit to fight, but he likes to just cower away in this little thing, and I'm like, that's fine. Hello, boys.
I personally don't believe any like war and for pacifism.
You don't think he should be
I
forced
definitely
to
don't
fight?
want to no.
conscript.
I definitely don't want to conscript anyone.
You can force him to fight, and Sten will be very happy with that decision, which isn't too surprising.
Yeah. I feel he wouldn't. Like, I feel he doesn't respect people who are forced to fight. Like, they just want to fight because it's their own moral choice. And I just think Sten wouldn't like people who are forced to fight. Like, he would respect them more if they just did fight.
Well, the Canaries, like,
they want to.
You do what you're told. You don't have your free decision.
Yeah.
So Let's see.
Like fascism, I think. I don't know.
I don't know enough about politics to say you're right or wrong. That's just
Fascism is just everyone has their role to play. And it's a very class-based system.
He's charging you? That's outrageous. Like, Job just doesn't understand how bars work or any kind of service.
What difference does it make? He won't care.
Yeah, so you can convince Lloyd to give them free drinks, but I see no purpose for that. Let's talk to this guy again, now that we know a little more. I hear you're Berwick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
I don't even know why he gave his real name when he entered here. He said you were waiting for your brother?
My what? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here. And then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
You didn't try to leave?
No. Those who tried are dead. And, I, have to wait for my brother. Look, I don't know you, and I
Starting to think he's not waiting for his brother.
Yeah.
I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone.
I want a game to like have a NPC who can lie really well.
Yeah, and you don't know he's lying at all until he fucking stabs you in the back.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
How did you know I'm a Grey Warden?
I heard you.
Yeah, you told the bartender.
I mean, yeah, like that's a fair response.
Yeah.
I think this guy actually is trying to do like something to impede you, or like the town.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with us, but I'll just apologize and let him go.
Thank you. That's all I
Ooh.
want.
Fucking idiot, he says as he like passes by us. But he's another guy you can conscript. And Sten, I think, is also happy with that. But we leave. With really nothing gained here, but I just like talking to people. But yeah, because I guess I'll never talk to him again. He was just here to scout out the castle and was supposed to send word to Arl Howe if the king got sick or if anything happened.
Well, he's still at the. Well, yes, that's fine. You couldn't leave because of the fighting.
Yeah, like he was waiting for more to report, and then he just kind of got trapped. This is just some side quests that I did off screen, but another guy to talk to.
Pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
The Blackstone Irregulars asked us to round up some members who were a little slow to report to duty, for duty.
Yeah.
That's all that's in this house, other than that little book. Carry up on
that beautiful little view of the waterfall.
Yeah.
With all those pixels.
And you could look over town. I feel like this would be just a lovely place. But I also feel like the infrastructure here is just begging to collapse and everything get destroyed.
Yeah.
Like these wooden posts just getting blasted by water all year round.
No, what you need is some insurance if you live here.
Yeah.
Staring at me as if I am covered in eels.
Eels would be something.
Prudery. How charming. I expected paranoia. This is much better. I prefer to be stared at lustfully, if at all.
Keep trying, then.
Oh? Then shall I demonstrate an act or two, and you may tell me hot or cold?
I'll save time. Cold.
You are a tease.
Like
I sense a kindling romance between those two.
I have it pretty quiet and I haven't heard that one yet, so I didn't quite hear everything, but I'm like, ooh, getting steamy over there.
Yeah, it was.
I'll have to listen back when I am editing this. Or I guess you're the big editor now, you do all the work for us.
No. Send you a small clip off screen.
Yeah. It's on this tree over here.
Dominance. I don't even remember that being a thing.
Yeah, there's Mabari dominance, so you just have to find the landmark tree, get the dog to pee on it, and he'll just get like a boon to, I might even say. Doesn't really. It just says aggression and tenacity, which doesn't actually tell you what.
Well, I mean, he's relieved his bladder, so he's probably more comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, very lovely.
You're listening, Alvaro?
Mhm.
Before the massacre begins.
Sten doesn't have anything to say. Sir Perth.
Sten has enough of her crap.
I am as
Yeah.
relieved as Van Tegan is to see you here. I must admit,
Would you like to help me shout?
Yeah. I've been ordered to yell here until he has come back to relieve me of duty. Call me Job.
As you wish, and thank you kindly.
He never will, though.
I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe.
Thank you, dwarf.
Yeah. Thank you, small man.
Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Hey, here you can just be like, yeah, forget about it. He's like, okay.
Assuming that would hurt.
I'm surprised Amos could put like 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I don't know. I just might as well make it a little easier for me.
We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
No.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
And that's about all up here. There's also Thomas, the guy who brought us into the village, but he doesn't say anything interesting. So I guess we'll talk to Owen, the blacksmith, again. See if we can break down his door as Murdoch begged us to.
Yeah.
And then we'll fight.
To our last breath.
Indeed.
Be good, I said. Don't you try to come in here.
I just like to purchase a weapon. Ah, come right in.
Let me just.
Good. And
I'm just curious. Can I convince Murdoch that I'm like, listen, I can't get in?
Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
He'll have to make do.
What? Why? He didn't go and get himself. Well, you'll have to beat some sense. If you can get through his door, you've done better than I have.
Very well.
As townfolk putting so much pressure on you, like.
Yeah, I'm like, you break the fucking door down then. I'm just some dude.
Yeah, yeah, they like summon a guard to do it for your party.
Yeah.
Like he's
Job shaking his head because he's
breaking
angry.
the door is still a crime. The guy has the right to like defend his property.
Murdoch just arrest me. That's it.
Not in my town, you scumbag! And like start chasing you.
Barging into my home. I've no money and nothing of value to take, as you can plainly see. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
All right, guys, let's go.
Not much to live for. Why is that?
Can't say that's much of your business. I'll probably be dead when the monsters come in tonight regardless. If you think you can intimidate me more than them, then you're free to try.
I was hoping there'd be an intimidate option just to try.
It'd be cool if you get like Sten to just do it.
Yeah, I wish you could use your party members like that for certain passes.
You could in the next regular games.
Whew. Smells like a brewery in here.
I've been drinking since I got up this afternoon. That makes 3 days, maybe more.
Why have you locked yourself in here?
My girl, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the
Sten
bear
looks
won't
very
send
annoyed.
anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village or anyone.
Let's see. Sounds fair enough.
That's right. When the time comes, I'll join my wife and Valina. In the meantime,
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm getting good and drunk.
Goodbye.
You go then. Do what you have to do. You see my daughter, well, you tell her that her father misses her. If I'm alive, that is.
You can just, like, get his stuff over here, and he'll be like, get the hell away from that, and, like, fight you to the death.
Yeah.
But I think Murdoch will be okay if we just say, listen. At this point, we'll see. Otherwise, I guess we'll
He's a little depressed.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to Owen? Is he not the most... What? Why? Well, you'll have
Oh
to.
my
If you can get through
god.
his
Okay,
door,
I'll
you've done
murder him
better.
for you. If that's what you want so bad.
Have you tried convincing him?
Sir, wait. I think you misunderstood me a bit.
Leave that alone. There's nothing of interest to you, none. And I don't abide thieves. Thief! Stay away from there! That's nothing of yours.
What is that for again?
What?
What is that trapdoor for again?
He's like hidden some militia supplies in there. I'm just looking. I apologize.
I warned you. Now I'll show
So
you
you're-
what I do with thieves.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, it's stupid, but whatever. He's not gonna do anything.
For your daughter!
He's got a little money, and a key on him, and a bundle of equipment.
Nice. Now we have something to give to the...
Yeah, I just come running out. Good news, sir.
Look what I got. I fixed our weapons.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to Owen?
God, yes,
Is
I
he not
have.
the most stubborn fool you've ever met?
I think you should know. Owen is dead.
Owen is dead. Well, that's a shame. Been through a lot with his wife's death and his...
There's nothing we could have done to prevent it.
The only problem
Could have
is
just left
with
him,
Owen
but you
dead,
demanded
we
it 4
have nobody
times.
to fix all our damaged
Yeah.
gear. I don't
We left the
suppose
depressed man in the slumps.
hidden away.
I'm just gonna say no, because I never wanted to do this.
Well, that does it then. We're doomed for sure. I'll send one of my men to inform Ban Tegan we're ready. As ready as we'll get.
He's just so
So-
pressed, so I want to be like, we're not only ready, Murdoch, we're gonna win.
When you say it, I almost believe it. Almost. We'll try our best.
As ready as we could have been, though. I'm sure there's other stuff we could have done.
Like the dwarves, or the blessing of the mother.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think there was an archer who could have helped us.
yeah, and the bartender.
The militia will do what it can.
I think I can.
I'm redistributing what weapons I can. English language, I suppose, but there's not much recourse, is there?
Imagine being the soldiers get no weapon.
Yeah.
I use your fist.
The militia.
Sorry, I don't. Because I feel like I'm supposed to talk to Murdoch to start it, but maybe I have to talk to Bantiga?
Well, if we just stand and wait, they'll come, regardless if they're ready or not.
Yeah. But yeah, as a guy that wouldn't get armor or weapons sort of thing, I feel like I just stand in the back and wait for one of my partners to die and then just take that, I guess.
What is it you need?
Which is like terrible for both everyone.
Knights are too few to
Yeah.
stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need? I just told you what I need.
Yeah.
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
Grey Warden, make a watch over you.
And maybe go recruit that elf in the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, increase our army by 20%. You have 5 men?
Okay, I guess that's all we had to do. I am ready to make my stand.
Are you sure? There's still time left.
Are you sure? Have the armor's been blessed?
No, I'm ready.
Then good luck to you.
You sure Sir Perth didn't ask you to do anything before we start? Not that I remember.
That doesn't answer my question, though.
Who are you? What?
Yeah, I feel like the 5 of you could be vulnerable by yourself.
What's that?
I feel the 5 of you could just beat the Darkspawn by yourself.
Yeah, like, I would just say, like, stand back, I'll do everything. I also feel like, why are these people just out? Like, some of them are just clearly innocent women.
Yeah,
and children.
like, they should be, like, in the battle stations.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta get some groceries before we fight to the death. Alright, let's...
Oh, okay.
Wait for them here.
Your guys just running.
Yeah, I put them all on aggressive, so... Let's... try to hold them back as best I can. Alright, let's do this for now. Alistair immediately walks
Yeah, just like immediately runs on it.
But
Sorry, our timbers and heat resistance.
Yeah. Glad that this guy went to the back, so everyone just...
Yeah.
Yes. Seems like that button will work okay. Sten kind of reminds me of, or looks a little like them with the helmet, so I every now and then just get worried that I stopped everything too soon. I found Sten's build kind of fun. Like, I was just reading for good 200 warriors, so he's just pure strength, and abilities never miss, so I'm just like gonna give him only strength and then equipment that'll boost his armor.
Yeah.
And he's just a killing machine. But like, he needs to level up a bit more so he has more abilities, so that he can always just cast whatever. Just this flaming guy running in.
I don't know, they could like easily go over that little mountain to the left there.
Either side. Oop. It's funny, these guys are like too far out, they're not even doing anything. Let's send
I know, like, their full strategy is basically you guys dealing with this.
Yeah. Send everyone a little further back.
The shame that all these enemies then just come at once.
Yeah.
Instead of one at a time. Or...
Well done, everyone.
There's 20 groups of 3.
Yeah. Everyone just watching him for a bit.
Yeah.
Actually, not even worth bringing him over yet. Job can just go back here. Might as well just let those guys do the work.
They could have a turn. You don't need to hog all the credit.
This is going splendidly. Job's just like, hold. Like, our men are in the fight.
They're coming any second. Completely turn around.
Yeah, Josh's not even looking. Like, I know a guy's gonna come up the hill and say, like, "They're attacking the village." So I'm just like, hello? I don't know what's going on.
I feel this has happened to me before too.
Yeah. Come on over here, Morgan. Give it a
Maybe I don't know, walk through the fire and see if anyone's at the top of the hill.
Yeah. Alright, I just was like, maybe I should go around before going in.
Yeah, like we discussed.
Oh!
There you go. I must run!
Yeah. Get in there, boys. Just that one guy's like sitting on the bottom of the hill waiting.
Yeah, he just didn't want to risk it.
Yeah. I think there's one more coming.
So animated. We have to hurry! Yeah. Go!
Get to the village! Run!
Like, it's such a weird serpentine patterns.
I know, I was like, there's a cliff there, sir. Right, this part will be a little harder to... you can see this guy doesn't have a weapon, he's just punching him. It's fine. This guy's
Maybe
just
you should have
standing
helped
around.
him first.
Yeah.
Maybe you should help the unarmed guys first.
Yeah, let's, what is my taunt? Save the militiaman.
Nice.
Yeah.
He'll forever be grateful.
A little... Oh. It's funny, because he was doing nothing, like he was clearly just scripted to die, I feel. So now he's actually like punching that his purpose has been served.
He's getting a second wind.
I'm actually pretty low. I'm gonna change Morgan's tactics to heal a little earlier.
Okay.
Oh no, that militiaman's low. No!
Care about him more than your own party mates.
I just like club Alistair in the back of the head as I try to like rush over there.
Yeah. And he used his rage ability.
Yeah. Oh, this guy did, the militiaman?
Yeah. Just a little super punch. Like, imagine a commander sending his own guys into war with no armor.
Yeah. He's even like taunting, like to like draw aggro and like.
Yeah, like he should not do that.
Come on,
get me! I'm watching him, but
yeah,
I don't
this
think it's looking good for him.
Gonna go down soon.
Oh.
Morgan, you gotta heal him. Nice. He's still probably dying, but looking good. I just see this guy's getting like lashed in the back. Got the numbers. Oh, the dog is glitching.
Good thing they all ignore that 1 HP guy.
He's like the first one to hit too. Like he's got his back to the people rushing in.
They like a nice honorable fight, even though they're undead.
Yeah. Oh, Morgan's dead.
He wasn't cut out for war anyway.
Yeah. She's the least important one here. It's the tricky part.
Oh no, the archer. Oh, good.
Everyone's on his own now that Morgan can't heal them. Oh, he's dead. We lost him.
Yeah. We have no chance now.
Job just gives up fighting and drops to his knees.
Now you only have 4 party members, just like the game intended.
Just 4 warriors, like they wanted. walking. Okay.
Is that it? I thought there was like an ogre.
No, it's always just been that. It did feel a little quicker than normal, but I guess that's just having an extra guy to kill them.
We survived the night. We are victorious. And though this
I think the dog looks massive in this.
we must remember none of us would be
Like,
here
as big as
were it
Amos.
not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you.
Some of them might have still been here if they got that blessed armor, but thank you anyway.
And maybe if he didn't murder our only blacksmith. I hope we'll be discussing our rewards soon then.
If need be, with luck we'll be discussing that with my brother.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he.
The game cutting out for you a little bit.
It like skipped a bit.
Yeah.
Like they kind of bowed their head and then just jutted to something else. Remain silent.
With the Maker's favor, the blow
Amos
we
just says that
delivered
out loud.
today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
So that'll be that. Next time we will meet at the mill. But first, let's take care of this.
Sounds good.